Hey guys, Chris from Macedon Rangers Towing. Yesterday we were called out to go and investigate a couple of stuck four-wheel drives down, right down the bottom of the Trout Track at the creek there. Now, as anybody knows that drives around the Lurdy-Durg and the Wombat, that Trout Track is permanently closed. So we went out there, we contacted Parks Victoria first, had a chat to them, and they met us out there, and we were able to get out there, get down to the vehicles and have a look. We couldn't find the second vehicle at first. Found the first one pretty easy. The way we came in from O'Brien's Road, and once we found the first one, we kept walking, and then we found the second one. So I'm going to show you some footage. Have a check out of this footage I got while I was down there. There's the parked vehicle. That's here. These are pretty rough terrain, very rocky, and Parks have just gone for a walk down to the creek where they're thinking that the two vehicles are. And we'll go and have a look. And just loads of telltale signs where these guys have come through. They've taken the side track here, so they could obviously get around that big thing. Let's just keep going, and see what we find. We'll be getting close to the creek line shortly, I would imagine. Pretty steep here. Would have been a interesting exercise getting down here. Indeed. What is interesting is it's going to be walking back up, that's for bloody sure. Anyway, continue on. Continue on. And she's a bit rutty and so forth. Let's see how we go. Yep. I've got one spotted. Got one spotted here. Alright, so there's the second vehicle that we've found in a makeshift campsite. There's the well, what do you think was the entry exit? If we come down here, you can see so that's the Land Cruiser there. Let's come down a little bit. So it's stuck here right on the creek. And the other vehicle is through here. They've done enormous damage to get in here. Like, it's just crazy. Rubbish everywhere. Here's the other one.
Set of keys. The ignition's been ripped out of this. And it's going to be the ass job. Because that's our way out. Holy shit.
So that was just crazy, and walking up out of there was absolutely crazy too. It was hard work. You don't realise how steep it is until you've got to walk back up there. But here's a couple of interesting things. So the number plates were fake on both the cars. When we actually went up, like they looked legit when we looking at them from a distance. But then when we actually felt them, they were just paper, just printed paper. We couldn't believe it. But here's the real scary part, is that the registration numbers that were shown we did a search on them, and they were the same make, model, year, and even the same colour as legitimate vehicles that are currently registered in Victoria. So the only difference was the VIN numbers. Of course, the original VIN numbers were still on these things, but even the Land Cruiser, the Land Cruiser's VIN number was only out by 2 or 3 digits in one letter. It was nuts. So these guys sort of knew what they were doing to a certain extent, I'm guessing, and they certainly can't drive, that's for sure. But anyway, the highlight of this vid and why I'm really posting it is they put out a help on social media saying two vehicles stuck, come and get us, blah blah blah. Is anybody able to help? What were their intentions? What were they going to do if somebody went out there to help them? Like, it's great that we all want to help people, and we want to go, especially the 4-wheel drive community is a pretty close community, and of course we're going to help out when we can. I get paid to help out, of course, but if I'm floating around the bush and I come across somebody stuck, I'm certainly not going to charge them to pull them out. I'm going to pull them out and get them on their way, and I'm going to do it because it's the right thing to do. So, but what were these guys going to do? What were their intentions? And that's a scary part, and it's made me look at how I do things now, and maybe I need to do things a little bit differently as well. I mean, it's not the first time I've gone out to Blackwood and Ashbourne and the Lurdy-Durg at 2, 3, 4 in the morning to help somebody out. So it's a bit daunting. And so what I encourage anybody else to do is actually get more details right, and say to them, oh, okay, well, what's your registration, so we know what sort of car we're looking for. Give us a ring. Or maybe you can ring a rescue company. Oh no, we can't ring because we don't have any service. Well, they must have service because they're posting on social media, so they've got to have service, right? But if it's a life-threatening situation, tell them to ring 000. You don't need phone service to ring 000. You will get connection for an emergency call. I think from here on in, and I'm certainly going to start doing it when I start taking on some of these jobs, is I'm going to start asking some questions and getting things in more detail and finding out exactly who I'm dealing with. So so that's basically the reason I wanted to post this. One of the vehicles I know was recovered. I'm not sure whether the second one was, but I know one of them was definitely recovered, and the owners of the other one are working on recovering theirs as we speak. So but I just implore everybody to be safe out there. Don't be scared to ask a question, because if you're asking a legitimate question to somebody who is legitimately in trouble, they're going to have no problems giving you a legitimate answer in return. So yeah, just look after yourselves. As I said, there's a couple of practices I'm going to change to professionally, and let's enjoy the bush. And if you see any of these people or anything sus, or you see an abandoned vehicle in the bush or something like that, give your local coppers a call and let them know. See if you can get a VIN number or something that identifies the car, so they know and they can investigate it. We need to stop this kind of thing, because really thieves are nothing but parasites. I've got no time for them. And it sort of breaks my heart when I bring a car into the depot here and then the owner comes in and has a look. You might I recall nearly 2 years ago I had that beautiful looking Land Cruiser, yeah, and it was a beautiful looking cruiser, and it was stumbled upon by a really nice bloke, and we were able to get it back. And he was just heartbroken. So let's keep the bush alive. Let's all stick together, but more importantly, let's all look out for each other. So take care, guys. Until I see you in the next vid. Thanks for watching.